Whoosh. Hello everyone, Supertone here, welcome back to Let's Play Castlevania Order of Ecclesia. So, this is going to essentially be the finale, where we kill Dracula and a bunch of other stuff, and see the credits. However, before we see the credits, there are a few things I'd like to take care of. Now, I'm not going to be able to get... I want to go, guys. I'm not going to be able to get every item, for the most part. Like, you see, we have half the items. Now, a lot of the items that we're missing, I know that I think a lot of it's going to be hard mode stuff. I think, like, Record 5, Record 1 might be related to hard mode. I feel like we don't have all the medals, obviously, which it counts. Some of the gear is hard mode, so we won't be able to get all of it. And I'm not honestly that worried about it. What we will be able to get all of, I do believe, will be the glyphs. So you can see we're missing one back glyph. I know exactly which one. And we're missing two normal glyphs. And those glyphs, I believe I know what they all are. I believe like the Hammer Smasher or the red whatever it is will drop one of them, and we can go further. We can go further than this. We're pretty much where we need to be. Okay, so I'm pretty sure, yeah, the Red Smasher will drop one. There's also, I think, the Spectre Sword, and then there's the Automaton. Those are the three enemies we're missing, so I'm going to cut to when we get all those glyphs. I'm probably going to go over a quick thing on glyphs, and then end off there when we go up to defeat Dracula. So fun times. So much fun time. As soon as I remember where exactly I'm going. Excellent. Here we get the first one. I'm going to show this one off right away. Grants every ability of an automaton. This one's actually kind of an odd one.
Let's play.
I also like how you do kind of have like robes and everything, like you know what, like not robes exactly, but how you do look different. I don't think you can actually properly do it. I think you can double jump surprisingly. You can't really move super fast. Are you actually invincible? You also have no attack. Yeah, I believe you are actually invincible, but you see every hit there that was guard. Oh god, he has a heart above. Because it's supposed to be a little like girl automaton, and yeah. But yeah, you can't regenerate mana during it. You are invincible in every damage or attack that would do damage and it's instead guarded. You just soak up mana on. So it's not terrible, but I'm probably never going to use it. This one, I feel like this one is tier 3 sword. That would make sense to me. And I'm really getting it more as a formality more than anything, and the one we get from the Spectre Sword will be tier 3, whatever that one's next to, like Lance or something, like... It's gonna be tier 3 weapon, essentially. So, really, I don't have the biggest need to show you these, but I'm gonna complete the frickin' spell list. Come on, damn you. I'll see you guys when I get it. There we go. Oh, this is tier 3 knives. That actually makes total sense. Alright then. So, nothing really too fancy to show off that. The only thing I have left I really want to grab then will be the, go back to that's I set to be machine instead of wings. The only thing we really have left now will be to get the, it should be the tier 3 sword, and we're going to get it from the spectral blade, whatever the enemy's called. We get that down below. I'm going to grab that real quick. It's, like I said, it's not too drastically important to show you it, since it's, like, pretty apparent what it's got to be. I should probably heal. There'll be a... Friggin' imps! I should probably heal. I can stop in and grab the heal before we go down there. Anyway, I'll see you guys once I have it, and then up to Dracula's castle, because... Yay, Dracula's castle! There we go. This was mildly annoying to get. And of course, it's just the tier 3 sword. Nothing special about it. So then, I'll see you guys up at Dracula, because Dracula. Woo! Here we go. Final approach, the final battle. Now then, I'm going to do a bit of preparation about this. Oh, sure, I can leave that on. First setup, I actually want to have the strongest sickle glyphs on, because if memory serves, sickle is a lot stronger than blunt for me, so yeah, I want to have those on. I won't need speed in this battle, though I will be able to make use out of Dominus Agony to start off with. I don't want to have it on, though, because that will get me killed. What do I actually want? I want to have Armor Custis on. I am fully expecting to die a few times in this boss fight, by the way. I'll leave that on to show you off something, and I can switch that in a moment. So to start off with, let me just have... to demonstrate this, I'm going to put one of the Dominus glyphs on. Dominus Anger, sure. Doesn't really matter which. Now, with this up, you see, at full health... just more explain how this works. At full health, with Armor Custis up, plus 3 damage, plus 1 strength. Plus 14. Plus 26. It is almost doubling our attack power when we are at minimal health. Now, add into the mix 2 death rings. You can kind of understand my standard plan for defeating Dracula. That said, I'm not going to do that. I am going to go in there, and I'm going to fight Dracula legit. As legit as I can anyway. I want to have... so that was plus 3. That's plus 17. I'm going to have this in here unless I get down like about half health. And I think I can run half health pretty reliably. And while I'm thinking on this, actually... let's get proper armor on. I think the Royal Crown is even better than the Valkyrie Mask. It is. I think the Valkyrie Mail is going to be the best I have for physical. Wing boots. It's actually tempting to keep the wing boots on. Like, I could put the Valkyrie Greaves on, and that would be a respectable increase in defense, but no. Moon Ring, as usual, and I think I have a Wind Ring I want to put on, since I'm going to be using Slash attribute a lot. And then our damage has gone up quite a bit, I must say. But it's going to be quite the endeavor to defeat Dracula, because, I mean, this is Dracula. We got to defeat Dracula. Let's do it. Dig in the new portrait, Dracula. I gotta admit, though, it's gonna backfire some way or another and be enslaved to Dracula, but he does at least attempt to reward those who have aided him. I love how it's still in brackets. It kind of kills the moment in my view.
I will toy with you a bit.
Alright, so Dracula, by the way, is a very fun fight. And this music, by the way, is very nice. I think they took this specifically from, this was definitely a track that was in Harmony to Despair, I remember that much. But it's a very good track, and considering... oh yeah, what do I want to stand for this? I want to stand next to him for that and not jump. But in essence, what you're going to see out of him is he's going to repeat this pattern. So if you know how to handle this pattern, you pretty much are good. You appeared over here. So I'm probably going to focus more on dodging it because I'm not going for the cheese fight strategy. And I'll explain the cheese fight strategy a little later on, about halfway through the fight. And to be honest, even with the cheese the fight strategy, what you're seeing currently is about what you would see in it. You would see me fighting in about the same way, and I would have it, like, I would have the math for this worked out perfectly. Now, Dracula, we can't see his health or his XP right now. I actually don't know what he gives for XP, but I know for health he has 9,000, I need to not be standing in the middle of that when he does Genocide Beam. I don't know, it's like something rain, I don't remember, but I need to not be standing there. He actually has 9,999 health, which is the most health out of any boss in the game. There's also one other thing. Can I actually... Yeah, you can't fly over... Nope, you can't fly over it. You also never want to use Winglyph in this fight because he will punish you. And... Oh, I thought he was going to do rain. I must have interrupted him. But yeah, you never actually want to fly in this because he will punish you. He will really punish you. He also has an attack where if you're close to him and you try to fly, or you try to go over him, you just... Fatal Rain, that's what it is. He will, like, swipe his cape at you, and I really should not be getting hit by Fatal Rain, because it's the same freaking pattern. He does it in a row. This, Hellfire, Dark Inferno, Fatal Rain. Every time. It's also possible to get behind him, I think, with Shinoa. Ow, I gotta heal now. Oh well, that's why we got these. And now be... I'm learning! But yeah, as I've also said, Dracula does have 9,999 health, so we'll be here for a while. You'll also notice I'm not using any of my glyph unions yet. I'm saving those. You'll understand shortly why. We're getting about to the point where he's halfway dead. You'd think I would learn! You think I would learn! But yeah, most of the attacks are completely dodgeable. It's the same pattern, all that stuff. And the thing I'm taking the most damage from, the Fatal Rain, is just my own stupidity. And I know I've had this... Oh, right, that's right, he changes it up. I was not expecting him to change it up quite like that. When he is half dead, he changes his strategy, his pattern up a lot. Crap, where do I want to stand? Where do I want to stand? Right here? Not right there.
You danced well.
As long as you think so, Dracky. Alright. I'm going to keep you guys here for the fight, for the whole fight, because... Yeah, whole fight. Skip the intros. So, how you would end up kind of cheesing the fight is he switched up his attacks there at 50% health. He normally has a little bit of a animation for this, though I seem to have bypassed it. Actually, does he have a... I don't think he has a proper animation for it. No, I remember what it is. He will always go through with his current attack. So, as I recall, what I did is I had it down to an art. That art being essentially, I knew exactly how many hits I could do before he would go through the transition. Then I would wait for him to do Dark Inferno. Or no, not Dark Inferno, Hellfire. Because Hellfire, you can destroy the firebolts and you can stand there. And I would just spam Glyph Union. Max power Glyph Union. At that point, I could kill him, do half of his health, before Hellfire ended, and he would go into the next phase. So in essence, I didn't even deal with his second phase. However, I don't have 2 death rings, and I want to show you guys off the whole fight, so I'm not going to be doing that. I also should take... Do I want to live dangerously? Do I want to live dangerously? Probably not. Probably not. And there's actually a pretty precise position for it, because I would use this particular glyph when I would do it. Yeah, there was a lot of preciseness on this. I'm going to try to dropkick over his head on the next Dark Inferno, just because I'm pretty sure he will try to cape you. Pretty sure he tries to cape you. Yeah, in this fight, it's just... There's a lot to it, to be honest, for how simple it is. Yep, he capes you. I was right. Don't try to get past Dracula. Don't fly. Don't try to get on his backside. He will punish you. Dracula is not fudging around, and since I've already shown this off, I can switch over to Kustos on this, because Kustos now does a lot more damage than Strength Glyph. I'll be clear. Oh god. I gotta heal for this. I gotta heal. Curry. That'll work. Nope! You are not stealing my soul, bastard! Blue. Blue is... bats? Yeah, he also has... Nope! Blue is kitties! Blue is kitties! I need to heal. Super potion! Ooh. Bats can also kill you so freaking quickly. Because there is, like, minimal invulnerability frames in this game. Blue. Blue is kitties? Blue is kitties. But in essence there, you've seen all of his attacks. Kitties, bats, Destruction Rain. He has Soul Steal. He didn't grab me, because I managed to dodge it, but if he grabs you, he'll deal damage and heal for the damage he does. Now,
shall we go for the finale?
For the record, if you were to wait there and do nothing for the rest of the fight, he will cast Demonic Mekido. That will one-shot you. No matter how much health you have, no matter how much anything you have, that will one-shot you. However, as Shinoa accepted, with her own power, she cannot defeat Dracula. With Dominus, however, she can. That, by the way, was Demonic Megado. Yeah, he doesn't give you a lot of time either, so I waste a bit too much time. I'll see you back there. We'll kill Dracula again. Game.
Soul Steal! Bring the life from you.
Yes, and this is Soul Steal, and he does kill you super fast! He also does a lot of damage while doing it. And blue is kitties. And kitties again. Oh god. Wow, you are being mean, Drac! I need to heal because that one's gonna kill me. It goes right here, I stand. I think I was mostly right. Alright, I made up for lost. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so this time, without wasting any time, we're gonna go right to Dominus. Right to Dominus. Glyph Union. Suck it, Dracula! That is still probably one of my favorite Dracula fights. It really is. You really didn't expect Albus was, like, permanently gone, did you? You really didn't. But yeah, as was shown in the initial bad ending, using Dominus kills the user. So the Dominus glyph union will instantly kill the user. And the only point where you are supposed to use it is the final part of the fight against Dracula. And this is the first time Shinoa has cried since she lost her memories. And yes, as I said, you didn't really expect Albus was gone, did you? Albus is extremely clever. But yes, it appears that Shinoa's memories and her emotions, etc., were intact. Since my existence was questionable at best. Yeah, since Albus didn't really have much faith in his own existence, he decided to risk what he had left to try and find what was taken from Shinoa. And in using Dominus to defeat Dracula, he found her memories. I really like Albus. Albus is like a really... Albus, like I said, I don't know, it's my second and third favorite characters. I don't know which is Shinoa, I don't know which is Albus, but they are those two spots. Freaking Albus. And who said anything about you dying, Shinoa? I love loopholes. It requires but a single soul. Albus. He does have a rather simple final request. He really does. And despite all of Laura's and the other NPC villagers' attempts, first thing to get Shinoa to smile, even if she is crying, and admittedly it would be justifiable, the inflush of emotions that she has returning, knowing that knowing that Albus is permanently sacrificing himself in this glowing aura of light. Yeah. And of course, we've wasted too much time. Dracula's dead. Castlevania's fallen apart. As it is wont to do. And of course, ends with a sunrise. Unknown to the outside world, good has vanquished Dracula's evil once more, and all records of Ecclesia shall vanish, as it is wont to do. Alright then. Well, that's actually synced up perfectly. There'd normally be a gap on the DS's screen, so it wouldn't be that perfectly lined up. But I digress, because you're not going to see it perfectly lined up anyway. Alright then, let me get right into things. My final views on this game. It's still probably going to be my favorite Castlevania game. I'm not going to change my assessment on that. However, going back and playing through it again here, I do see the complaints and why some people don't like it as much. I'm content with the glyph system. I actually kind of do enjoy it. I'm content with a bunch of things like that. The basic mobility, how it is difficult, and at least on this mode, it's not like a stupid difficulty in most cases, though it can get rather irritating on hard mode, and especially if you don't know what you're doing. I may not have shown it all the time. I did know what I was doing. In the boss fights, it has a lot of my favorite boss fights. Dracula is probably my series favorite Dracula fight is in this game. I cannot think properly of a Dracula fight that I like more than that one. I love Blackmore thematically, I love Rusalka, if only just because I can remember me fighting her initially. That might just be more of a personal thing with history than anything else, but yeah. And just the enemy design in general being so off-center, and they did something. I think this was the first Castlevania game to actually change Dracula's theme. But what a theme. I can't remember the name of that theme off the top of my head. Like, what is the name of that theme? It's a good one. I know it's in Harmony of Despair. I know for a fact it is. What else do I have to say? What else do I have to say? Oh, things I didn't like about this game. The complaints I will acknowledge. It being stage-based for the most part did kind of grate on me a little bit towards the end. Like, in Dracula's castle itself, that was more of your normal Castlevania setup and how it all worked together. Everything else, it was like more stage-based. So it kind of melded together, like the old Castlevania with the newer Metroidvanias, but I really did like Inside Dracula's Castle more, and it's just, at that point, you had pretty much everything. The only item you had left to get was parries, and at that point, the only things really blocking you off were not, like, upgrades or anything particular of that type. It was just, this door is closed, you have to open it from the other side. So go all the way through the basement to get there. Getting the 3 glyphs for Cerberus wasn't too odd either. I'm okay with that, but I think I would have appreciated if it was more all within Dracula's castle, but it's not really the worst thing that could have ever happened. It's just not quite as interconnected as it could be, but it's still a fun game. I did really enjoy this game. Oh, so much to say on that. I'm gonna say that there's gonna be a bit of a bonus for this. There is, like most Castlevania games, you do have a bonus mode. Like Richter mode, Julius mode. Portrait of Ruin actually has several bonus modes, and do I actually want to go? I should go through and do Portrait of Ruin at some time. It's not a bad game, it just... there was a lot of talkie in this one as well, and I actually worked with the talkie pretty well, I feel. I'll look into it. I might do Portrait. I do enjoy Portrait. I haven't played it as much as this one per se. Do I actually own a hard copy of Portrait of Ruin? I believe I do. I must. I have to own a hard copy of it. Yeah, no, because I think there was slowdown when I was running this on my laptop, which is why I kind of threw it out early on. Or rather with the other recording software I was using. Yeah, I have to own Portrait. Regardless, there is a bonus mode in this. That was the entire the entire distraction I got off of there. And the extra mode in this is, surprise, surprise, Albus mode. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for that, first of all. I am going to show it off. I don't know if I'm going to do what I did for, like, Julius mode and such, where I just show off the various bosses, because Albus can go through pretty quickly, though it will be harder on the emulator than it would be on the hard copy, and I'll show that off when Albus mode properly comes in to be a thing. But yeah, that won't be until next time with our bonus video, but outside of that, and potentially me showing off like items you can get on hard mode, because like I know there's one more set of armor. We got, what was it, Minerva? No, we got Valkyrie mail. There's also like a Minerva mail and armor, etc., which I think is like a tier up, but you could probably only get it in hard mode. I'm not that really interested in showing that. There's nothing drastically different with hard mode. Just enemies do more damage. There's some enemy placement that's different. Yeah, we have unlocked hard mode. Go us. We've unlocked Albus mode. Double go us. Sound mode, boss rush mode, and data has been saved. Fun fact, if you do one-shot, or if you do no damage Dracula, in that little save room next to him, that's where the medallion would appear. Nice little thing there. Enemy placement's different. I don't think the boss's patterns get any different. They just do more damage for the most part. They might be a little more aggressive, but I don't think even that. It's more just a numbers thing, and That's how most Castlevania games hard mode is. That's how a lot of hard modes are in general for Metroidvanias. But I digress. I've been talking on this for a while. Regardless, this has been it for Castlevania Order of Ecclesia outside of that bonus video I mentioned. And until I see you guys with my next project, later.